Hey there, guys. Welcome to the Daily Dose. It is Thursday, February 20th, as we move through these dog days of winter. Man, it's cold everywhere. All right, we're talking about CAP, C-A-P. It is something I talk about in my teachings about sports law and sports business. It is a element of competitive balance in all sports except baseball right now. It is something that is an artificial limit on team spending collectively, not on any individual player. And it is an artificial limit. That's the key word. This is man-made. This is not natural. This is a restriction that supposedly levels the playing field. A couple things about it in the NFL and Major League Baseball. So the NFL announces that the cap is going up. It was $255 million per team. That means to pay all 50, 60, 70 players, including injured players, etc. And it's going up to somewhere between 277 and 281, so it's going to go up between 22 and 26 million. And for people that are fans, media, fans of teams saying, oh, well, look, we got all this cap room, I just want to give a dose of reality here. No, you don't, because to go up $22-25 million per year in cap expenses is not a lot. That's not a lot, because you have a roster of 50, 60, 70 players. Now, again, the bottom half of the roster, they're only going to go up minimally. But your top 10, 15, 20 players are going to go up at least $1 million a year. These are natural rises in contracts. And there's a report, even the two Packers, like Rashawn Gary and Xavier McKinney, they go up $24 million between themselves. I mean, that's the whole cap increase soaked up by two players. I'm saying in most teams, 10 to 15 players will soak up all of that $22 to $26 million. So all your new cap room is already accounted for, most fans. I hate to inform you that. So there's no real advantage. There's no real new cap room going on. It's built into the system. People say, well, of course, but then they don't have to restructure as much. Yeah, maybe. But just know that an 8 to 10% increase, which 22 to 25 million is not a lot. When you're talking about 70 players and 20 contracts that go up at least $1 million a year, these quarterback contracts are going up $5 million a year. You know, that's a quarter of your increase on one player. And then we talk about these other contracts that have big options in the next year or big roster bonuses. Yeah, they're going to go up huge amounts. So that's really the impact of a cap increase in the NFL. Moving to baseball, the spring training starts. Rob Manfred, the commissioner, has a press conference, and he's asked a lot about the Dodgers. And the Dodgers, $350 million in spending, add another 100 that's going to be in the luxury tax. They don't care about the luxury tax. And we have this imbalance of competitive balance, which we talk about as the cap being a regulator for. There is no cap. Compare the Dodgers with count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Major League Baseball teams with payrolls under 100. To review, $100 million or less for 6 teams, $350 million plus for one team. That's not competitive balance. That would never happen in a cap sport, and only happens in baseball because we don't have a cap. Are we going to have a cap in baseball, as Manfred suggested, that they would try to, and owners want it, and fans want it, and media? No. The Major League Baseball Players Union has fought it since the inception with Marvin Miller in the 1960s. Every leader since has fought it. As you know from negotiations, it's much harder to get things in than to keep things in. So I don't think they're going to get it. And as far as the union should want it because there's a floor, it would force the low-spending teams to spend more, that's not what they want. They don't care much about low-spending teams having to spend to a floor. They just care about no ceiling for the Mets, Dodgers, Yankees, Red Sox, Cubs, etc. And that is where they are. So there's my talk. Cap NFL, not as big as you think. Cap baseball, good luck with that. Have a great day.